All right, today's Friday, so let's take a look. Now, this is gold yesterday. There was a bit of a sell-off here yesterday. I said this could be your candy money yesterday, as you can see here. Okay, market fell slightly into there, didn't come all the way down here, and then it broke out here, right on the Astro hour, going all the way to the evening Astro hours, so from lunchtime. So yesterday I did say lunchtime was better off, and also the US session, which is right there. As you can see, the market just ran up into there. And this is the zone for that 4:30 time we had 4:30, 6:42, and that's your 6:45 is right there. Okay, and it just went all the way up there, and that's basically it from 125 onwards. So until 125, it was just mucking around, and then boom, all the way up in there. Now today, let's take a look. Now today, these are the Astro hours here. Let's take a look at the daily. As you can see, that is pretty bullish. Okay, so we'll have to keep a good check. And all week I've been saying we're in between levels, so we've got to be careful. Okay, and when you're in between levels, we've got to see that 1920 is still on the radar. Next week, well, today's Friday, if the bar closes higher, this is going to change. So that setup will change. Other than that, the upside is 53. So we've got the opportunity to go to 1977. And the downside is 43, which is 1947. So we've got the two levels up there, 1977. There. And 1947, which is pretty much there. Okay, 1947 there, and this is a zone we had before yesterday as well. So we're a bit in between levels. I'm now going to get rid of this. Okay, so what can we do? And I'm also going to get rid of this. Okay, so what can we do? Let me just go back. That's that zone. If we go back up there again, 1977 is there. Okay, so that's a sell-off place. So selling from there is natural. Will the market retest it? Well, it could do, but there are no, is there? Let's see, just a bit of gap here, slightly there. It's doable, 1977 is doable. So this is the first Astro zone, all right, here. This is what you can do. If the market pulls back into an Astro hour, we can go up into there. This is a good impulse wave from yesterday. So market going sideways, pushing up to the next one here, and then selling down is not a bad idea. Okay, so going up today to touch that level doesn't look too bad. So this zone is still on the cards, as you can see. You can put 1982 there as well, because that's on the price. So 1977 to 82 is going to be a target zone there. Only buy at Astro hours. If the market comes back into this level here from yesterday, which is your daily pivot, it's also okay. Okay, because yesterday it did the same thing, came down a little bit, like from this zone, and then boom, went up. Same kind of thing here. This was like a small move, but the market going back up at Astro hours was the way to go. And that was the Astro hour where the market just took off. So that's actually how it is. So with this as well, this is an Astro hour here, as you can see. So market selling off here into this zone is natural. Just wait for the next Astro hours. There is this 315 here. After this 315, be a little careful for a spiky move. Okay, and it should stabilize around 745, which is there. Okay, so this could be a bit of a whipsaw problem. If this decides to fall, it should come down at least until lunchtime, my time, which is 12:30, 1:15, around there, which is going to be here. Okay, if it decides to push down, this is where it should get to, and it should start to slow down at 11:50. All right, so if I do 11, oops, 1145 to that zone here. So we should kind of like snuggle down. If we're down here, like I said, it's okay to go up. I'm not expecting any harsh moves until after 3 p.m. and it should end at 4:15. And then as the day goes on towards the closing, we're going to be getting energetic. Okay, so we're going to have towards the closing, the market should have a push behind it. Okay, so once it determines direction at 7:45, we should have a push in that direction. All right, so be mindful that could be a good trade until the closing of the day. So those are the astro hours, and that's how I think it's going to pan out. So with gold, buying from the lows here or the weekly pivot to push up is not a bad idea. There's a gap here, so the market should come back later down here into that zone as well. Okay, as you can see. Let's take a look at the euro dollar. Now this is the euro dollar yesterday. It was exactly here. From here to here, as you can see, the astro hour was pushed, and then it's just nice and subtle. Today, we're here. Now, yesterday I said if it breaks above this, don't stand in front of it because it's going to go up, right? And look where it went up to, into the HCL1, okay? Right up in there, into that zone at the astro hour. Well, that is just pretty good, right on the target. So what to expect with this one? Well, we could expect a bit more push up to be selling from here. Let me just see if I take the tip off that. That should be the tip of that bar. And you should mark that in. Okay. And this is it. There are no gaps up there. So the only thing we should be doing is looking for maybe even sell off from here. Now make sure you got your swing hours noted as well from Monday. All right. So you can actually see what's going on with the swing days as well. Any pullback into 0750 or 0728. 0750 is here. All right, so this is a place where you can go long at astro hours, and also 0728 is down here. Okay, so this zone here. Okay, this level will come back to later as well. Okay, euro dollar will come back down, in my opinion, into this zone, and in fact lower too. Okay, so that's that. But I did say if it goes up, we want to be looking to sell, and this is the sell zone that we want to be looking at around here. So there may still be a bit of room to come up into that 1.08, and this level here, that LCL1 is 1.0797, which is there. Okay. So today that could be the level. If it comes down, coming down to push up there is not a bad idea. That's a good impulse wave. So retracement to go up is okay to trade. Let's take a look at US 30. Same as well. It's a big push yesterday with the indices. As you can see, that touched the target there, as you can see, right on there. Okay, now this is a swing day, 9 June. Okay, so the market taps up into there. So that's good. Okay, and remember, I did say I'm still expecting this purple zone because there's a gap there, remember, in between these two lines. So the market coming up here again, okay, to touch and fill in and then to push down would be the way to go. So selling in this zone is okay towards the upper side of it. Okay, today that 63 is 33,866. 33,866. So around here, still your sell zone. Let's see if there's anything on the blue there. The blue is 70. That's going to be too far out. Okay. And on the weekly, 58, that is too far out as well. So we'll have to sit down and wait 34,250. Where's 34,250 is even beyond this. So this might as well be pretty much the zone. Okay, so selling from, again, the retest of the highs isn't a bad idea, and coming down to the lows to buy to go up is not a bad idea either. Where can you end up buying today? At Astro hours, you can buy in this zone here. That's the buy. It's a 15-minute chart. Okay, and there's a gap here, so you have to be, oh no, there isn't, it's filled it all in. So this will be the zone. Okay, and on the daily, 60, 68, as long as we don't go 33,755. What is that? 33,755. So the market should 33,755 is this. So this is the first support. Okay, right here. All right, if we go below the purple zone, I'd be careful. Without going back up, I wouldn't really sell. We'd need some kind of a pull up to sell. So in the US session or before the US session, buying in order to go up there and then selling off could be the way to go. And you could do that around lunchtime. So let's say around the 1 o'clock time zone, or we could have a fast move up from 3 to 4:15, let's say, and then from the tops sell off. That could also be the way to go. Okay, and that's it, because these are the levels that we're looking to sell off at according to this purple zone as well. You can see it entered it nicely in there, and this is the gap part. So going just a little bit higher to fill in something, and then next week is also going to be an opportunity to sell if we end up here somewhere. Let's take a look at the others, SP 500, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. Right, so this is SP 500. This is SP 500. That was the Astro hour yesterday. You could see a bit of a swipe in there, taking out stops, and then just going right into the Astro hour target zone there. So what's with the SP 500? Now remember, we're in a sell zone here. So selling highs is what we'd like to do, all right? And it filled in everything nicely. As you can see, it's staying loyal to that white line I drew before, okay? Nice and easy there. So today that's the PST level. That is a 69, I think, 4,309 is there. If we head up somewhere, you know we want to be selling at the tops there. The first support is going to be down here, 4277, 4273. 4273, 4277. So this is the first zone we're going into today. All right. If the market will have to come back to fill in the gaps there. Okay. And so selling from the highs is the way to go, because guys, we talked about this before. Remember, this purple zone is a sell zone right here, and it's taken the body of the candle, as you can see. That's the body of the candle. All right, and that is the gap there with the top of the candle. All right, so we want to sell from this zone here. You could do that next week as well, because if the market does come down, it'll go up next week to retest, and then you can sell it off. We need to come back then to these levels here and to this one as well. So 1, 2, 3, we should come back all the way into this zone, and then this should break this zone. All right, so that's how it is. So we've got levels down here. The reason they're selling off today, 723, that's 844. We had an 845, that's right. 845 and 723. 723 is on that bar, 723. So this zone is where they sold off. So this should sizzle down until around, like I said, till lunchtime. Okay, we should find ourselves somewhere around here. and then we'll see how things pan out. But as you can see, they sold off from the high of the week again, so no problem pushing down. I think these are sell levels which we can take as a sell if the market goes up into Astro hours. Keep that in mind. On the weekly, I'm just want to check if we've got anything on the weekly. No, this is a zone as well. Once the week finishes off, we'll see how things go with the setup here on the weekly. On the monthly, yeah, it's still heading in that direction. Okay, we'll see how it goes. According to the daily, though, I'm happy to take shorts from here. You can see that's a massive fall from there. Nasdaq. Now, this is Nasdaq yesterday. Astro hour, and boom, right in there. So now, what are we going to do? Let's take a look at the daily. Right there. Okay, 14,505. Yesterday I did mark in a level here. Let me just double check. Because, oh, it's done, yeah, it's done it there. And I'll tell you what level that would have been. It would have been the low of that bar there, okay, which is 14,475. All right, 14,475 would have been a target zone there. 14,489 I put yesterday. Well, okay, fair enough. So around this zone, now I can get rid of this. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, so what to do with this? This is again a good impulse wave. Okay, but you can see this is coming from here. So this is a sell, pull up to retest and sell again. So I'd be selling on this side of the line here. Just need to be careful on this one, just like with the Dow on the gap. All right, remember I marked in this level here. The market hasn't really gone up there. It could strike, it could kind of, well, it did in the beginning of the week, as you can see here, right? And Monday was a swing day. So Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Monday was a swing day and the market did a beautiful swing day. So if you sold on Monday from the tops, you would have been okay, and this level we marked in. So selling again anywhere on a retracement to the upside is okay. 68 is 14,548. Let's go in there. 14,548 is there. So if it comes back up a little bit again, you can sell off as well. If you want to mark it in, that's going to be a bit too much, I think. But this is a zone where the market may come to fill in. All right. Let's do this. Let's get rid of that. There. All right, so it may pop its head up here into this zone. If it's an Astro hour, it's sellable as well around here, in my opinion. Okay, because that's just how it is. Okay, because it already touched that purple zone, which I was anticipating it should, and it did so. All right, if it gets back up in there, if it does a surprise move, there is a surprise move. There's going to be a pushy move once the market finds direction after 745. Okay, so 745 is important. And after that, once it finds its direction, then it's going to be energetic until, it's going to be pushing until the closing hours, right? Until like 11 p.m. my time, and the market will close around 11:30 anyway, my time. So at that time, that could also be a good time to actually get some trades in. This is Bitcoin. Bitcoin, these are the Astro hours of yesterday. Market goes up and a sell-off. Okay, yesterday I did mark in this level. I said, we could get up into this zone to sell, but clearly once the Astro hours were over, it just flumped. Same here, Astro hours down. With Bitcoin, my stand is still the same, as you can see. What could possibly happen? This should come down. Okay, according to me, we should come to this Venus line here and even further down into these purple zones, according to technical analysis, or according to my technical analysis anyway. The market should come back into the 20 zone at least, and even lower into probably 18,000, 17,500. We should come back down. So in any move up, I'm just a seller on this if anybody's wanting to trade it. Today you can take a look at 52, 27,200, 20. It's a bit too far out there, but whatever it does, it's better you know what the limits are. 27,200 is there. So that's a sell level if it like does something crazy and goes up there. As you can see, other than that, though, I'd be a seller on Bitcoin. I think that's that's the direction it's going at. And what will happen is it'll just have a big push down and then retrace, big push down. This is how it's always happening. Big push, sideways, 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 big push, sideways, sideways. And then we should get to this zone at least and then break down, I'm thinking.